I don't normally do this, but I want to start a new segment called Media Event, where I'm going to be talking about media stuff and what they should have done better and what the mistakes also and other stuff. Yeah. So today I'm going to talk about a mobile game called Text or Die. If you ever gone to my public Instagram, Blaze Media, you would have seen it. And yeah. So originally when I started playing Text or Die, it's a fun, originally a fun game by Rolik Games Incorporated. Yeah, and yeah. So what you do in the game is you type in on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using. So they'll ask you a question randomly about whatever. It could be about name a certain popular artist or maybe a popular board game or certain landmark and or some other questions like that, or name a yeah, or best-selling video game, or yeah, it's class school subject, and name a Pokemon. Those are the most common questions I have seen. But so you type in on your phone or what tablet or whatever. You can only do this on a mobile device. Can't do it on your laptop because they don't have this. So, and you just type the answer in, and so you gotta remember, you gotta get the spelling right. Because of course, some people they may spell things wrong, and but number one, there have been several times when the game had when people type in the correct answer of a question, and it is the actual answer, but the game will consider it as a wrong answer. So, for example, name something that could be a recyclable object. I said shopping bag. They said it was wrong. And I looked up it on the internet, and it says yes, you can recycle shopping bags. Number two, name an Ed Sheeran song. I typed in remember the name, which is the Ed Sheeran song on the number 6 collaboration album, and that song features Eminem and 50 Cent, and yeah, I listen to that song often, sometimes, and yeah, this is not it's actually a song I listened to it, but when I typed it in, they said it was the wrong answer, and yeah. Animal that lives in the water. Number 3. So I said Canada Goose. They said no, and that surprised me because yes, Canada geese do live in the water. They have that, yeah, and I see them swim all the time in that, yeah. So because of them being that game being so stubborn and their researchers not being not smart enough to do their research before saying no, this answer is not correct. Well, you should have checked it out before, yeah. Because there are like so many answers out there that are actually accurate, but yeah. And to be honest, there are some answers that they actually let slide past that aren't actually answers. Let me think of one. No. Oh yeah, one time I like name a popular YouTube channel, top 50. I typed in Smosh and they said it was not. And then there are some other questions. Yeah. So if you were to actually look at answers that are not actually answers, like I think it was like one of the social media questions, and they actually allowed someone else to type in an answer that is yeah, not an actual popular or and also another uh, name spelling, and yeah, I looked it up on the internet and these names don't exist, but yeah, I think it was a name starting with A. I think it was for a girl's name or a boy's name. Yeah, they actually let this person slide by and actually use it. And I don't know who the researchers are for this game, but yeah, they they'll let people slide away with they typing answers that are not theoretically correct, but they will also stop people from typing in correct answers that actually are the answers. And if you actually look it up on the internet, yeah, you can actually tell, yes, that is. Now another subject is advertisement. So I have seen more advertisements than actual gameplay, and I looked at the Google reviews about Text and Die, and I'm not the only one apparently. There have been like at least 5 to 7 more people, and so many other people out there complaining that there's too many ads, and yeah. And there are like some ads that really stall you, like freeze on you, and like or yeah, the screen you can't hit the X button properly, because they yeah, and they make it so hard for you to do it, and then your only choice is to X out, and yeah, there's too many advertisements, and there's some advertisements show up way too much, like Blackout Bingo, which is a pretty much overrated game, and yeah. And yeah, that advertisement is so overrated. Like people going, yeah, ugh, makes me cringe. Now another I've had to deal with it for the last few days, and you've probably seen something called black screen. So so it's supposed an advertisement is supposed to come in, but there's sometimes there's a tiny extra, but so the screen goes like black. So you can still see your like options, backspace, and the square button to leave to go back to outside the game and that stuff, and also see other apps that you have open if you have any other apps open. But what? So you would think after like maybe 30 seconds or 15 seconds or yeah something like or maybe a minute, the action button will show up and I can go back to gameplay. No, no, this actually did happen. Yeah. So what happened is the screen was black, completely black, and you tap on the screen. What's going on? But yeah. And other people have also complained about this, which end up having a X out. So even if you were like winning or losing, like maybe you were way up ahead or way up there, or maybe you're sort of catching up to the other players in the game, but and then you have the choice, and you're forced to close the game, start over, state a new tournament level, and yeah. And that is what is very frustrating about all the players are mentioning, and yeah. And yeah, the players who play this game, including me, compared to people for players who bomb each other, like using the pirate function, yeah, option, or there's to use the top the pirate button, uh, and then that makes the other players go down like 2 or 3 levels down. Well, actually, a couple steps down, actually. So that's not the frustrating thing. The advertisement and black screen, and the app answers are incorrect when they actually are correct. That is the one that is frustrating us. So if you ever played Text or Die, give them a bad review and we got to make sure the game makers know they're making a mistake, and the people who look up information for all this stuff need to know, oh, this is actually an incorrect answer, and oh, this answer is actually correct. We were the one making the mistake of thinking it was the wrong answer, and yeah. Yeah, Text and I really needs to make a lot of improvements. Well, yeah, it may be fun to play, but yeah, we'll want to see the actual issues. Yeah, 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 yeah. Text or die, you need to improve.